Welcome to with Alamgir Khan show. We will discuss political and socio-economic affairs of Bangladesh and beyond. Here, there will be discussion on books, interviews, and analysis by experts on the subject under discussion. Today, we are going to start the show with a discussion on a book on the parliamentary debate in Bangladesh, surrounding many important vital issues like nationalism, one-party rule, state religion, and others. The title of the book in Bengali, the title of the book in Bengali is বাংলাদেশের সাংবিধানিক সংসদীয় বিতর্ক জাতীয়তাবাদ বাকশাল রাষ্ট্রধর্ম অন্যান্য. And we have Amin Al Rasheed with us. He is the author of this book. He is a reputed journalist. He writes regularly on political affairs in online and print media. He is also a researcher on the poet Jibanananda Das. He has written several books on parliament and the constitution of the country. Today we are going to discuss with him on this book. First, I'm going to ask Amin Al Rasheed, why Amin Al Rasheed? Why did you go for writing this book?
Thank you. I think you know I was a parliament reporter for a long time, and I covered a very crucial and controversial issue on 2010-11 15th Amendment of the Constitution.
Right.
On the time I wrote a book on debate, and I was eyewitness of the process of amendment of the Constitution. That time I find that we have some important case study in our parliament. You mentioned some topics like Bakshal, nationalism, Article 70, one-party rule. So I was going the parliamentary library to search what kind of debate held in our parliament during pass the law, during pass the constitution amendment, especially in state religion. You know, state religion passed during Ershad regime on 1988, and the Bakshal held by Bangabandhu, nationalism. So I was going to the parliamentary library to read I was going to the parliament to read the proceedings of the debates that our founding fathers, our parliamentary member, what kind of debate on that issues. And interestingly, I found that there were a very interesting debate on state religion, caretaker system. Our member of parliament discussed debates. So at that time I realized a book can be written on these issues to show the people what type of debates, what type of arguments held in our parliament, to understand our parliamentary practice. Because you know our state started with parliamentary democracy in 1972. So our parliamentary democracy age 55 years, but there are a lot of lackings. But our journey started with parliamentary democracy. So I wanted to write a book on the controversial, important case studies that is very important with our politics, that be very important to understand our politics and our politicians and our parliament members. You know, our member of parliament means lawmaker, but they are very busy with some other issues that's not directly related to lawmaking. They are more interested to make road bridge, TR, blah blah blah. So it was another interest of mine that I wanted to know why our parliamentary members are less interested to make law, and why their interest is low in debate on important issues. So I wanted to cover all the things.
Okay, that's fine. You have covered the debates, and some of these debates are really very interesting.
Yeah.
But our parliament, since the beginning, since the first parliament that was formed in 1973,
73.
through the elections on 7th March,
Right.
none of these parliaments could complete its 5-year term.
Yeah. It's
Why?
a very, very, very unfortunate for us. There are, I think, a lot of reasons. One of the big reasons that our politicians, there is army rule. Sometimes army took over the power. Political harmony and political stability we could not establish. On the other hand, our politics from the beginning, from the very beginning, our politics didn't run in right track, I think. And our electoral process is questioned from the very beginning. And our first election in 1973, that was not 100% free, fair, credible. That was questionable. So if you cannot held election free, fair, credible, other political parties who could not win, they tried to unstable government. So I think for the very beginning we could not establish a free, fair, credible electoral process. This is one of the main reason to not fulfill 5-year term of our parliament. Another thing, political instability and international, I think some international game can play its role, I think some international game could play a role to unstable our country. Because we win in 1971 to fight with Pakistan, and on that time America was not in our favor. India was our friend in our freedom of in our independence war. So that I think America, India, China, Russia, a lot of international country, they have some interest in our country. So some vested group, I think, wanted to unstable this country. So they feed some political parties to achieve their political goal. So I think that there can be some political game also.
But you are saying that there are some foreign interests in not completing the parliament. But in your book, you have pointed to other different causes, which seems to me very much important. You have pointed to the problems in the parliamentary democracy in Bangladesh from the beginning was the lack of debate in the parliament. You said that this is the beauty of parliamentary democracy, and parliamentary democracy was sort of platform for democracy in the country. And in your book you have said that there was lack of debate in parliament in Bangladesh.
Yeah, I think this is one of the main reason, lack of debate. But why parliament members are not interested to debate? Because parliament member, who are the parliament members? A big portion of parliament member are businessmen. So they are interested, their maximum interest in earn money. So if you want to debate on any academic subject like Article 70, like caretaker system, you have to read, you have to have knowledge. But a lot of members, I think it's my personal opinion, a lot of members have not sufficient knowledge on parliamentary practice and sufficient knowledge on politics they don't understand our society. I think regarding they are closely related to people, but when they are parliament member, people want that parliament member speaks in favor of them. They pass law in favor of people, but sometimes, but maximum time I think parliament members are interested in earn money. They are interested in make road, make bridge, infrastructure developing. So that when they are not interested in debate, so parliamentary practice of parliamentary democracy falling down. So I think this is one of the biggest reason, but not only one cause, I think.
Yeah, in your book, you have pointed to a different, very important, very serious problem in the parliament in Bangladesh. That is the Article 70 in the Constitution.
Yeah.
Article 70 said that a member of parliament, if he votes against his or her party, or if he resigns from the party, his seat will be vacated. And this is the fear that that is run through them. They cannot speak their minds because of this fear. They just follow the party lines. They, you know it much more better than me, and your book has also pointed out these things, that most of them, they just praise their party leaders or vilify the opposition leaders. You have given here the TIB survey report, and most of the many times the parliament turns into like a stadium of shouting matches without any worthy discussion.
Yeah, Article 70 is a very important issue. I think this article yet tested. No member started speak against any bill. The rule is, the law is, nobody will go to his party position. But if you vote against any bill, if you vote against any policy, so your membership cannot be fired, cancelled. But no parliament members never practices this because they were in fear that they think, if I vote against this bill, if I go to any raise voice with any particular bill, maybe my party leader, my party chief will angry on me. So I think this is called in Bangla term as jujur bhoy.
Yeah.
So jujur bhoy, so that the Article 70 was not tested. But you know, after 5th August revolution or movement, a new clause is proposed to include in our constitution that is specified when membership will be cancelled, that a member can vote against any law.
Yeah.
So voting against law is not voting against party.
Yeah.
So this is very specific. And you cannot vote against finance bill, you cannot vote against any type of policy that is related to our sovereignty of Bangladesh. So it is very clear. But I think every single members have to have a right to talk openly, even against his party, when his party are going to pass a law against people, against country. And when the government agreed or make agreement on another country, so every single parliament should discuss on that issue, that you have to open the agreement in parliament. So Article 70 should not be the bindings. Article 70 should not be cause of fear to cancel his or her membership. So I think this proposed article, if the proposed article will include it in our constitution, the fear will be reduced, I think.
Yeah. We can say that the members of parliament do not have proper knowledge or do not have proper sense about the Article 70, how much they can go and how much they cannot go, how far they cannot go. This is the problem with the members of parliament in your view.
Yeah.
But Article 70 itself is a problem. Article 70 itself creates the fear. Some minutes ago you said that the members of parliament in Bangladesh, you said that though they are connected with the people, but in Bangladesh many members of parliament are not so much connected with the people. They are elected from the village areas, but they live in urban areas, in skyscrapers.
Right.
And you said that most of them run after money. They run after increasing their wealth.
Yeah.
And in the book, you have given some headlines from daily newspapers that police officers like Benjir and military officers and people from business community, they have made lots of money. And they have earned a big amount of land, which even goes against the limit of land a person can have, a person can own in the country. And your concern was that if this goes on, there will be a time when people in Bangladesh will not have enough land to live in. They have to live under the control of some land robbers. But the problem is deeper than this, I think. As you said, they run after the money. They do not concentrate into discussion on important issues, laws, reform of laws and policy matters. They are not interested in those things. But this thing, as you have said in the book, doesn't it mean that the state machinery itself is used for making money? Doesn't it mean that the state machinery is corrupted, which should work for the interests of the people, but it is working for increasing money, for increasing the ownership of land in Bangladesh for the members of people and for the members of parliament, and in the Western countries it is also happening. It is now known that Trump has won $2.2 billion, has earned $2.2 billion in 1 year of his presidency. It is said that he has earned more in 1 year than in his whole career. Now, the problem is serious, more serious in Bangladesh.
Right. There is a saying that Bangladesh is a heaven to earn money, and who have power, who have political power, it is very easy for them to earn money in a lot of ways. So when someone elected as a member of parliament, he has a lot of power, and if he or she is not honest, he or she is going to earn money with people grabbing people's money. Actually, right. Some of member of parliaments are rich by their family, by their business, but a lot of members of parliament, you see, before elected MP and after elected MP or after 5 years of being MP, their wealth difference is sky and land.
Right.
Because there is no accountability. If you are a member of parliament, if you are connected with power, nobody can sue you.
This power is the source of income.
Power is the source of income. And another problem is there is no recall system we have.
Yeah.
So if you have no recall system, once one person, once someone elected as a member of parliament, until he or she dead or the party closed by a movement, minimum 5 years he or she will run his constituency. But if people find that he or she, that member of parliament is not serving us as we wish, so go. But there is no system, recall system. If there is no recall system, so member of parliaments and politicians, they think I am out of law, I am beyond the law. So I think this is another problem. You have to have accountability to the people. But when you think, I am not accountable to the people, but I don't care the people. So when you when you have a lot of sufficient power to ignore people, so there is no barrier to earn money in illegal way, and this is heaven of earn money and money laundering. Our member of parliaments earn here and spend abroad.
Yeah, right. So this situation that earning money by
In any way.
by being near the power, political power,
Yeah.
as much near one can be with the to the political power, one can be more, one can be richer, one can have more wealth.
Yeah.
This is the situation in the country.
Yeah.
Power itself, political power itself, is the source of income. This is
Yeah.
this is in fact the
political
biggest,
position basically a power making machine, I think. When you are
and also money making machine.
money making machine, sorry,
in the country,
money making
in
machine.
Bangladesh,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It is also a money making machine.
Yeah.
They earn one should not call it profit, but we can say that they are mostly profited by being near the power, by
Right.
being near the ruling party. This is the condition of our country now. We have mentioned that in Bangladesh, parliamentary politics has started with the goal of strengthening the democracy of the country. But as you have said, that the members of parliament in the country have become very much rich, and your book has mentioned some of the names. Now, the thing is that state machinery is being used for earning money, for being profited. So the as near as one can be to the political power, one can be richer, one can have more wealth. I think there is not much change in the condition in our parliamentary democracy still now. It will go on maybe for some years, or I don't know how long it can go on. Now, one problem you have said in the book, that one of the biggest problems in our parliamentary democracy since the beginning, that the opposition party is not very strong. The members of opposition are always few. Even in 1973, there has been vote rigging, there have been unfair means done by the ruling party, though they would have been majority without adopting all those means, but they did these things. So the members of opposition are always few. Now there is a strong opposition. The members are many in the opposition party in parliament. What do you think of this parliament? That will it be more effective than in the past?
I think the scenario or the situation has not changed, because in our present parliament there are many member of parliaments from opposition, but number of member of parliament from opposition is not mean that parliament is very strong. Some less number of member of parliament can accountable the government in parliament if the members are effective, but huge number of member of parliament, but they may not be stronger. So I think our present parliament, 13th parliament, is not so strong, because BNP and Jamaat, there are no very big difference ideologically. So you know, they are politically allied since long time against Awami League. Even on July movement, our Jamaat and BNP was in a same road. So when BNP and Jamaat, now BNP in power, Jamaat in opposition, it doesn't mean that Jamaat is a strong opposition party. Some incident already done in our parliament that means that Jamaat, NCP, there are some attending between BNP, Jamaat and NCP. So I think in first session, I didn't see any example that can be say that this parliament is stronger. Some incident they worked out, they picked কি বলে যেটাকে long time our opposition leader is speeched. It doesn't mean Parliament is stronger. Parliament is stronger. It depends on the quality of member of Parliament.
Right.
Who are the member of Parliament?
Right.
What his or her education, how he owned his country.
Right.
So I think situation is not much changed, but in a sense, there is a change. I think before parliaments we have seen a lot of sledgings on our parliament, but in this parliament we have not seen that some sledging, but a harmony we see between Jamaat, BNP, and opposition and treasury bench. So this is, I think, a good sign.
Right. You have discussed here many important things, but also the book has dealt with many vital issues of the country, especially some problems we see in our parliamentary democracy from the beginning. The matter of Article 70 that prevents the freedom of members of parliament from talking
Against
against their party. That is what they think proper. They cannot say this thing. This is the problem of Saint Muhammad Ershad during his time made Islam state religion, though it was not done for the sense of doing any justice to Islam. It was for his power grabbing.
Yeah.
He wanted to lengthen his illegal power. So he did this thing. And there have been very important faults we have found out in this book, that the parliament could not sustain in Bangladesh for 5 years, except from 1991 to 2006.
Right.
These are very much serious problems for our parliament and parliamentary democracy in the country.
Parliament continued 2008 to 2014, 14 to 18, 18 to.
But there was vote rigging.
Vote rigging,
not
yeah.
real election.
Yeah.
Without real election.
But if you want to strengthen parliamentary democracy, you will have to have a free, fair, credible election. But
Right.
from 2008 to 2024, we have seen there were no election actually.
Yeah. So thank you, Amin Al Rasheed, for being with us. And this book is a very good and readable book. Thank you.
Thank you.